Have you ever looked at your life and thought, I don't feel like myself anymore? Maybe everything looks fine on the outside, your job, your relationships, your daily routine, but deep down something feels off. It's as if the version of you showing up every day isn't quite the real you. If you've ever felt this way, you're not alone, and you're not broken. In fact, what you might be feeling is a natural call to rediscover yourself, to check in, realign, and grow. Not just once in life, but regularly, because we don't stay the same forever, and that's a good thing. In a world that moves fast and expects even faster answers, taking the time to rediscover who you are is one of the most grounding and healing things you can do. It's not about reinventing yourself constantly. It's about making space to ask, who am I now, and what do I truly need at this moment in my life? Why rediscovering yourself is so important. We often hear the advice to find yourself as if it's a one-time goal, but the truth is we are always changing. Life, experiences, relationships, and even small daily challenges shape who we are. That's why regular self-reflection isn't a luxury, it's a necessity. Here's why it matters. You change over time. What mattered to you 5 years ago may not light you up today. Checking in keeps you connected to your current values and dreams. The world is noisy. Daily life can distract you from your inner voice. Rediscovery helps clear the mental clutter. Growth starts with self-awareness. You can't grow in a meaningful way unless you know who you are and what you need. You prevent burnout. Living out of alignment for too long drains your energy. Rediscovery brings clarity and purpose. You feel more like you. The better you know yourself, the easier it is to make decisions that feel right. How to know it's time to reconnect with yourself. Sometimes we don't even realize we're drifting from ourselves. But there are signs. You feel restless, bored, or numb? Your daily routine feels like it's on autopilot. You've lost interest in things you used to love. You're not sure what you want anymore. You feel emotionally disconnected. These signs aren't failures. They're signals. They're gentle nudges reminding you to come back home to yourself. A simple guide to rediscovering yourself. You don't need to quit your job, move to another country, or start over completely. Rediscovery can happen gently, with intention. Here's how. 1. Create quiet moments. Step away from screens, noise, and distractions. Whether it's 5 minutes in the morning or a short walk in silence, make space to hear your thoughts. 2. Ask real questions. Questions open doors. Try. What feels missing right now? What do I want more of in my life? When was the last time I felt truly alive? Let the answers come slowly and naturally. 3. Remember what brings you joy. Think back to the hobbies, people, or places that once made you feel energized and excited. Can you bring a little of that back into your life? 4. Notice what no longer fits. We outgrow more than clothes. We outgrow mindsets, habits, and even relationships. Pay attention to what feels heavy, forced, or draining. 5. Try something new. You don't have to make a huge change. Even small new experiences can unlock hidden parts of yourself. Take a class, visit a new place, or try a different routine. 6. Talk to people who know you well. Sometimes others can reflect parts of you that you've forgotten. Ask a friend or loved one, what do you think makes me me? 7. Be kind to your past self. Rediscovery doesn't mean your past self was wrong. It just means you're growing. Let go of old labels or expectations that no longer serve you. 8. Write a who I am now. List capture who you are in this season of life. Include your values, what excites you, what you've learned, and what you're working on. It's a beautiful snapshot of the present you. 9. Listen to your gut. That quiet voice inside knows when something's off. Trust it. You don't need to justify what feels true to anyone else. Make it a habit. Rediscovering yourself isn't something you do once a decade. Make it part of your rhythm. Set a monthly reminder to check in. Ask yourself, what feels right? What feels off? What do I need to shift? When you do this regularly, you stay connected, clear, and more at peace with your path. What you gain from staying in touch with yourself. When you take time to rediscover who you are, life feels different, in the best way. You feel more grounded. You make better choices. You stop comparing yourself to others. You build inner trust. You feel more confident and alive. And perhaps most importantly, you remember that you are your own safe place. A closing thought, coming home to you. You don't need a life crisis to give yourself permission to pause and reconnect. You don't need to justify your need to realign. You are allowed to grow, change, and start again at any moment. Rediscovering yourself is not about chasing a new identity. It's about removing the layers that no longer fit and remembering the strength, clarity, and wisdom that were always within you. So if you've been feeling lost, just know, you're not far from yourself. You're just being invited to return. And every time you do, you rise. Not into someone new, but into someone more true. Because rediscovery isn't selfish, it's essential. And you are always worth knowing again and again.